Okay, hello my friends. Welcome back to day 2 of us outside trying to get the landscaping put back together for the year. We are currently on spring break, which is wonderful. The weather is great and it's allowing for us to get a lot done. So today is day 2. The goal for today is to get the mulch put down, the fresh mulch put down, to finish cleaning up the yard. And Danny's gonna work on like cleaning up the, what's it called? Like the fire pit area. And then the other thing is to get all of our annuals planted today. So that is a goal. And then I also ordered my climbing roses. I think they're called the Eden rose, and those should be coming. I got them from Heirloom Roses. Those should be coming the beginning of May. So we're gonna be putting those in barrels on either side of my garage to grow up and over the pergola. So that will be coming as well. So just super excited. We're gonna start by laying the mulch and getting that all done. And Danny is at the store now picking me up soil to plant all of the annuals. And then we'll get to doing that. I just wanted to mention my cute hat, you guys. I picked this up at American Eagle. So cute. I'll have it linked for you down below. My little chambray shirt is from Target. And we're just rocking my favorite Amazon leggings today. The weather is perfect. I hope it doesn't get much warmer than this because it is glorious out. It's a nice little breeze. Hopefully, you know, that's not making it really loud in the camera. But really quickly about our mulch. So we just order it from a local landscaping company, literally like right around the corner from us, and have it delivered. But you can get it from, you know, big box stores. We used to usually buy it from like Home Depot, which is perfectly fine. And they always have like a $2 a bag sale every year. But I will tell you that this mulch is significantly better. Like, I still have a lot of it from last year and it still has a lot of color. We do black mulch and this mulch is so rich. In fact, last year we had a bunch of it still on the tarp and it rained, and we still have the stain from the mulch. So it's really, really good concentrated color, and it makes everything just look so fresh, on top of course, keeping your plants safe and preventing them from getting overly dry. But I like mulch because I just think it looks fantastic. I know a lot of people that will just use compost, which is perfectly fine too. I considered that this year, but decided to just go with mulch. It's more cost effective, and I just really like the way it looks. So that's what we're gonna do today. Before we go any further in today's video, I wanna go ahead and give a huge thank you to our video sponsor, Bob and Brad. I have spoken to you about Bob and Brad before when I shared with you the awesome foot massager, and I am beyond thrilled to be adding their new EyeOasis 2 eye mask and massager to my home. Developed by famous US physical therapist Bob and Brad, the EyeOasis 2 eye massager with heat and compression stimulates the pressure points around the eyes to improve blood circulation. The built-in heating pads provide 2 heat levels with a comfortable temperature ideal for eye strain relief and dry eye. And the EyeOasis 2 eye massager is constructed with a double layer massage pad designed to create a new class of eye touch massager, reducing pressure and alleviating migraine pain. The black eye mask completely blocks out light, and the eye massager offers 5 modes, 4 intensities, and customizable music to create a fully immersive, relaxing experience. It features a high quality motor that is whisper quiet, and it fully charges in 2 to 3 hours and has a 15-minute auto shut off for safety. Its foldable design and convenient travel bag make it perfect for home, in the office, and on the go. With Mother's Day around the corner, this is the perfect time to grab one for the loved one in your life. And the Bob and Brad EyeOasis 2 is FSA and HSA eligible, so great time to grab one for you as well. I will have everything linked for you down in the description box. And again, thank you to Bob and Brad for sponsoring today's video. Okay, my friends, we're going to start the long and tedious process of laying down all the mulch. This, again, is not necessary, but I feel like it just looks so much nicer and tidy. And so I'm just going to uncover the mulch that we had delivered. We really didn't have much. I want to say maybe a half a yard. We didn't need a ton because we had, you know, enough from the previous year. I just wanted a fresh layer across the top, really to just freshen up the color. So I'm using a shovel to shovel it into the wheelbarrow, and then I'm going to bring it over and dump it into the flower bed. I did use the shovel sometimes to put it exactly where I wanted it to make sure that I didn't cover any of the budding hostas or anything like that. But this was a long process. I got a lot of steps in, burned a lot of calories. Make sure you keep track of that when you're gardening. It's worth every calorie you burn, and it always looks so great when you're done. Not going to do a ton of talking through this process, but we're just going to go back and forth, putting down the mulch, spreading it out, and making it look super fresh and clean. And with that, this front bed is fully mulched and all taken care of and spread out and looking really great and beautiful and fresh. And it always makes the colors just pop really nicely. So we're going to go ahead and move over to this other front bed now. I'm going to start here in the corner, laying the mulch down around my roses. And then we're just going to lay this all out. Danny was back by now, so he's going to go ahead and help me. And this job goes much faster when you have two people. And we actually ended up splitting up. He ended up doing the mulching on the other side while I started on adding all of the flowers to the pots. So you're not going to see a ton more mulching, but honestly, it looks the same as what we're doing right here. We're here for day 3 of planting, and I figured I would take a second to share with you what I picked up for perennials. I should have done that before we started planting them. I did already start planting them though, so you're gonna see this part of me talking about it, and then you're going to see me planting in different outfits, but that's okay. So let me just share with you, I ordered everything from Proven Winners Direct. I talked about this before. In my mind, it's just easier to be able to order my annuals. I was able to kind of map out where things were going to go, although I will say I haven't really followed that entirely, so I'm probably going to end up needing to get some more, but that's okay. It was just nice because I kind of had a vision. I'm going with a pink and white theme for all of my planters. My plan is to just bring in lots of pink, have it kind of throughout our outdoor space, both here in the front as well as in the back, on the deck, by the pool, out by the fire pit, here by the front porch, and then just pots of annuals in my flower beds. Normally I will plant some in the ground, but they can get a little straggly and they just don't look as healthy. So I just think pots are nice, and I can kind of move them around if I want to. So we're sticking with pinks. Let me show you what I ordered. So the star of our show this year is the Bubblegum Super Tunia. This is the Super Tunia Vista in bubblegum. It is my absolute favorite. It's like this hot pink. It's so pretty. These get so big. This is what one of my pots looked like last year with the Super Tunias in them. And they're designed to not need to be deadheaded. So you can go in and do that. Like this one has a little deadhead on it right here that I could take off. But it says full to part sun. I will tell you, the more sun they get, the more vibrant the color and the bigger they get. And I also feed them weekly with annual food, which I'll show you here in a minute, which I also order from Proven Winners. This is the star of our show this year. They do come in these eco pots, so you can take this bottom off and just plant this whole thing into the ground, or into your pot. And this will like disintegrate. I'm not going to do that. We're gonna plant them in the pot. That's how I prefer it. But star of our show, let me show you the next one. Go along with those, I got the Superbenia Sparkling Rose. This is a verbena hybrid. It looks like this. They're so pretty. Here it is. Love, love, love. It says full to part sun as well, but I will tell you again, the more sun they get, the more flowers you're going to get. There's a ton of blooms on here. Our bud put these in hanging planters last year on my front porch, and there was no sun when I started talking. It's very cloudy today, so the sun's going to be in and out. I'm sorry if the lighting gets. I put these in hanging planters on my front porch. They did not get enough sun, and they did not bloom like they should have. So I'm excited to have these in full sun, getting a lot of the light that they need to get big and beautiful, and these gorgeous like lacy flowers. So pretty. I also got a white version of that. This is the Superbenia Whiteout. Looks like this, to add in some white. So pink and white and green is what we're going with. And then I'll have purple from my catmint in my flower beds. And I have a purple butterfly bush. So it'll be purple, pink, and green, and white. Those are the colors I do every year. In fact, my phlox is, I'm looking at it right now across the way, that's all blooming up as well. So this is the white that we're gonna be adding. We're also gonna be adding in the Snow Princess. This is Lobularia, I don't know, looks like this. But right now it looks like this. It's a little yellow, and I'm wondering if it's just gotten too much water. So we're gonna see what happens when it's got some good sun and can catch back up. But this is like a spreader. So looking at the Proven Winners website, they had this in pots with the Superbenia, and so I'm just hoping that they kind of blend together and grow together and will just look really pretty. And then the last one I got, this is a tricolor. It just says tricolor, but it's Proven Accents. This is an accent plant. Look at the pink variegation on this. Can you even? And so my plan is, to pop these in there, and hopefully these will just act as like a little bit of a trailer, if you will. I don't really know their growing pattern. We'll find out. Oh, it is trailing. Okay, that's what I thought. So normally I would do sweet potato vine, like that really chartreuse green sweet potato vine, which I think I'm still going to get some of that. I like that here in these big pots on either side of my garage. It just looks really nice. So I think we'll still get some of that, maybe some vinca vine, but this will just be really pretty. And I loved the pink. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I've already gotten some of the planters done. You're about to see that. We're going to finish them up. I'm sorry for all the sound right now. There's races going on at the raceway. There's also, we're very close to the shooting range, and so there's a ton of that going on today. But this is the only part where you're really going to be hearing this. You're going to get to enjoy all of this with beautiful music in the background. So let's go ahead and get started and hopefully try to wrap this up today. We're going to get started potting up these pots that I picked up recently at Home Goods. I'm adding in some rock to the bottom to keep them nice and sturdy. You'll notice that they do not have any drain holes, and that's a problem because we get a lot of rain. So I did have Danny go ahead and drill some into them since filming this video because I panicked and I didn't want to kill any of the annuals. I'm just using potting soil we picked up at Walmart. It is an organic potting soil. I'm not looking for anything super fantastic because these are just annuals. They're not going to live forever, and that's okay. So I don't want to spend a ton of money. But I'm starting off with the big pot, and I am going to fill it really, really full because I want this to be huge. And you can put less. Some of you are going to probably feel like this is too much. I like them really full like this. If you guys watch Laura from Garden Answer, she likes to fill her pots really full too. And I just really like that look. So we're going to add in a ton into this front pot, and we're just going to work our way through all of these. The goal is to have lots of pots with pink color all throughout my yard to just create a cohesive look throughout the entire summer. While editing this video, I'm realizing that the medium pot did not get filmed. I don't know if maybe my camera died, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with this last pot here, which I think I only add 1 or 2 into, but the goal is to have these on the front porch so that they look really nice with that bigger pot on the corner of the walkway. Like I mentioned, these are from Home Goods. I did literally just get these a week or 2 ago, so they are fresh and new. You can probably find them at your local Home Goods as well, and I think they look really nice. Again, they don't have a drain hole, so you'll need to add that in yourself, but that is nice if you're going to use them for indoor plants as well. I also have this antique watering can that I picked up last summer, I believe, and I decided to add in some bubblegum petunias to this as well. I think this will look really pretty just right in the center of my front garden bed, and will bring in color and a little bit of visual interest and, of course, some cottage charm. These pots here are from Better Homes and Gardens at Walmart. These are old. I've had these for a couple years now. That's why they look a little worn, but I like them. I think they're really pretty and they're a good size. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 bubblegum petunias to each one of these, and we're going to put these out in the fire pit area. This pink will look so beautiful in the green trees and grass next to those black Adirondack chairs. This will just look really nice when these fill in. And the last area that we're going to work on planting up are these barrels on either side of my garage. As I mentioned to you before, I have purchased Eden climbing roses from Heirloom Roses, and those are going to climb up and around the pergola. And I wish I had done that sooner. I wish this was like year 3 of having those and they would be, really beautiful, but that's okay. We're going to get started now. Better late than never. So I'm only going to be planting in the front of these planters because the rose is going to go in the back, towards the back of the planter. So that's what we're going to do. I'm starting off with that filler plant there and just have that kind of trail off to the side. And I didn't really have a rhyme or reason here. I did put the bubblegum petunia closer to the front because I really did want them to be really big and vibrant and colorful to bring in all of the other petunias throughout the yard. But I also just filled them in with the other, flowers as well, just to make them look really big and beautiful and full. And I think these will look really nice. And once those roses get going, I don't know that I'll get any blooms this year, but probably won't. I'm really honestly not sure exactly how the rose is going to come, but they are coming in May, so maybe there will be, a little bit of hope for them, but eventually they'll get there and they'll be really, really beautiful. So I'm going to do both of the barrels the same. I did have the same amount of plants and the same type of plants in each one, and I think these will look really beautiful. I'm really happy that I'm sticking with the pinks and whites and purples this year. Those are my favorite. They're just very feminine. They bring in a little bit of a cottage feel, and I think they're going to look really gorgeous. It is the end of day 1 million of planting, and we're nowhere near done. I have to get so many more flowers because I totally underestimated, but we're done. We have cleaned up all the beds. Stuff is massively coming in now. Like when we started this video, the hostas were just starting, and now they look tremendous. The limelight is like fully bloomed up, or not bloomed up, but leafed out. I do want to address something from my part 1 of my gardening video that I think I was a little bit confusing when I was talking about the hydrangea. I was very tired and I have a lot going on, as I've mentioned. And so my brain is just a little bit scattered sometimes. And I was talking about how these little lime, they bloom on old stems, and they do. So what I mean by that is, if you notice, these are leafing out, but they're not growing like new, stems. Where in a minute, I'm going to take you over to the other hydrangea. I'm going to show you how that one is literally growing new stems. So this doesn't, and it's going to grow on this stem, but these are what's going to bloom. And so everything that I've read and been told and, looked up myself says that you don't cut the lime back a ton. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an expert. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just a mom gardening for the 3rd season ever. So take that for what you will. I got a lot of heat, and that's fine. But do your own research. Don't trust me. Don't take my word for anything, okay? Ever. Because, you should always do your own research. I'm just a mom on YouTube. So do your own research and take what I have to say for what it is. But definitely love how these turned out. They're really, really pretty. I did pack this one like really full because I want it to be just really full and just really pretty. This is going to grow in and just kind of spill over and be really gorgeous. But these on either side of the garage, I did only plant in the front. They look really sad right now, but give them a week or two. But I only planted them in the front because in the next week or so, I should be getting my roses delivered. I ordered climbing Eden roses from Heirloom Roses, and those will climb up and around the pergola. So that will happen. But over here, again, more hostas are coming in. And this is that other hydrangea I was telling you about. So if you notice on this one, let me not step on the hostas. If you notice on this one, this is the old stem. And then you have this whole new stem growing. So this is what's going to bloom, not these old ones. The old ones are there to kind of just give it some, support, if you will. So that's what I meant. So with these, you can cut them back a lot, further. And the leaves are different. Like these leaves are big and round and smooth, and the other leaves have like jagged edge. I mean, these still have a jagged edge too, but not like the other ones. So do your own research, figure it out, because, I get things wrong. I'm human. So I had someone unsubscribe because of it. So that's fine. My knockout rose, this is that drift rose. It is like fully looking fantastic. All the dark is new growth. So like all of this like darker stuff right here, looking super good. Does not yet have any bloom or any buds, but that will be coming. And my gracious gardener back here, climber, look at this bad boy, like looking amazing. And I thought I might have to move it because I was worried the hydrangea was gonna, cover it up and not let it have enough sun. But I think she's made it far enough up the trellis that she should be okay. We will see. We will see. I still want to figure out how to secure this thing a little bit better. We added some of the bubblegum petunias here in this old watering can. That's going to be really pretty. Those will grow big and spill out. You definitely don't have to put as many flowers in your pots as I did. You can do a lot less pots. I just like them really full. But look at the hostas just coming up like crazy. Also, the leaves, all these little things down here, like, I don't know what they're called. Somebody probably knows, but they're coming from the trees because the trees are all budded and blooming up. So I've got new hydrangea growth down there. See that? So if part of your hydrangea like lays down, it will root and build more. I should probably like cut this in half and spread it out because it's getting really big, but I really like it. So another hosta coming up over there. We've got this little planter, and then these over here. That one over there just has one. I can't remember what they're called, but then these have more. I just put my forsythia wreath on the front door, but I need to desperately clean the front porch. That's going to be coming in a future video. I need to hose it down, wash it down. I want to get a new rug. I got to clean over there from the dryer vent. Like, it's really bad. It needs to be done. Look at this hosta. This one's going to be a showstopper. Can't wait. And then over here, I've got another one, just one pot. So pretty. You can see all my boxwoods are blooming up. And then coming over here, somebody gave me a really good idea and suggested that I do like either a Japanese maple or something over here. I think I'm going to do that. I do think I'm going to move this and put something like a plum color over here to give it some contrast. I think that would be really pretty. I tried, so we have to replace this. It's not working from the winter. I don't know what happened. It might have busted. Danny's going to replace it. And then this was not working either, the nozzle that I use to water my plants. So got to replace that. And I want to go to Home Depot this weekend and get some ferns for the front porch. So, but I have this planter from Walmart from a couple years ago that I just put some flowers in. That'll look really pretty. I just try to bring in that pink kind of all throughout the yard. Here's a better look at that limelight. You can tell the difference in these leaves. Like, The other ones are big and round and smooth, and these are like more jagged, and I don't know. Anyway, we're done talking about the hydrangea. It's gonna stress me out. These hostas back here are, oh, and look at this. You guys, I gotta figure this out. We're gonna put rock here for the downspout and create, I wanna just bury it, but we gotta figure it out because it is so bad, and we've had such rain, and now that we have the solar panels, the rain just like shoots down super fast. So got to figure that out. But this is terrible. I'm going to rake it all up this weekend and clean all of this. And then we're going to put rock. But, you know, these plants do okay over here, even though they get friggin' hammered with the water. But those big hostas are looking awfully gorgeous. And then this hydrangea over here is coming in okay. I still have to do the power washing on the side of the house, and we are having the deck stained and redone tomorrow. So all the furniture is down off of the deck because that is getting done. So that should be fun. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to that. And then I did clean up over at, oh, let's stop and look at the river birch, like looking great. And then I did clean up over here at the fire pit area. Literally cleaned up all of the weeds, brought out 2 pots of bubblegum petunia. They each have 2 in them. Those will get really big and beautiful. I would like to get some more Adirondack chairs this year. These are from Lubona. They're beautiful, and they just look really nice. They're very sturdy. And then we collected all those branches from around the yard. I need to get rid of these pots. These are from Walmart last year. They did not survive the winter. They look terrible. So I need to put those in the trash. My trash is full, goes out later this week, but those need to get thrown away. And then I'm going to spray paint this black. And if we come over here, I wanted to show you my phlox. That looks so pretty. We have like this broken down, what is this called? A tree trunk. And I planted some phlox over here last year, and I love that it's come back and just kind of spread out. So still need to get more to plant up those 2 planters right there. We also have to get a replacement piece for the, what's that called? Basketball hoop, because it fell in the wind and broke. So we got to get a replacement hoop for that. So, but there we go, guys. That's it for this garden cleanup and plant up video. I feel like there's not much to see right now because they're all, you know, they all need to bloom up, but give it a couple weeks and they will look gorgeous. This one I think is looking the best because it gets the most sun, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. Like this one is getting a whole bunch of buds on it, and these are just so pretty. And they're just going to look really nice, you know, tucked in there. So I also ordered some more roses. Those are coming in late May. That's going to do it for this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, friends.